We started with the Johnson County community uniting after a tragedy. A central Indiana community is coming together to pay its final respects to one of two teens who died during a swimming accident last week. Family and friends flooded the Franklin Community High School gym for a visitation and memorial service for 17-year-old Jason Moran. RTV6's Katie Hines is live in Franklin with details. Katie.
Todd, it was clear tonight the entire Franklin community has been affected by this tragedy. This parking lot at Franklin Community High School was full the entire day, but it was also silent. Members of the football team wore jerseys to remember their former player on their team, and parents comforted students who are still struggling with this loss. Blue ribbons line the streets of Franklin to show support for 17-year-old Jason Moran and 16-year-old Michael Chadbourne, both victims of a deadly swimming accident. Alice Mann never knew either of the teens, but she's a mother of two sons, and the tragedy hit home.
None of us can imagine what the parents must be going through. So we wanted to show our support by, showing an outpour of love and care. The
Bradley Chevrolet sales consultant helped tie dozens of blue ribbons to the cars at the dealership. She's one of many parents who attended the visitation and celebration of life service for Moran.
My first thing is I posted on Facebook to my girls and to all the kids that call me mom, please stop and think, before you do this summer. Think about what the consequences can be.
Students, complete strangers, and some of the very people who led the nearly 21-hour-long search for the teen also paid their respects.
It's pretty horrible. The whole community, I'm just really thankful of, everyone that's coming together here in Franklin. The way they're just surrounding themselves into the love of Jason.
At the end of the day, students released blue and white balloons from a place that was familiar to the gifted athlete. They honor a peer who lost his life while trying to save a friend, and they say goodbye a final time.
Truly, when you think about what must have been happening at that moment in time when they wanted to help someone, I mean, what great kids. That's what every parent hopes for.
Visitation for Mickey Chadbourne is scheduled for Friday afternoon at Franklin Community High School. Justin Funeral Home confirms the visitation will run from 2 to 7 p.m. Then the public is invited to a mass on Saturday morning. The service is scheduled for 10 o'clock a.m. at St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church in Franklin. Reporting live outside Franklin Community High School, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Some true heroes. Katie, thank you. We have more details for you now on how the family of 16-year-old Michael Chadbourne is turning its tragedy into hope for others. The teen's family made the decision to donate his organs. Today, the Indiana Organ Procurement Organization confirmed Chadbourne was able to donate 8 organs, the most that can be given. They say the family's decision to do this is simply wonderful.
That is so encouraging when you can see families rise above that tragedy and you can see them say, something horrible has happened. I'm devastated by the loss of my loved one, but I'm going to make something positive come out of this situation. I mean, it really, honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. And for me, being able to work here every day, it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to work with those families every day.
We were told Michael's heart went to a 14-year-old boy in Iowa, his lungs went to a woman in her 50s here in Indiana, and his liver, pancreas, and intestine all went to one man in his 50s also here in Indiana. Officials are still waiting to see where Michael's kidneys will be sent.